Hi, my name is Sean and welcome to my June TBR. Forgot what month it was for a second there. Okay, so I have a lot of plans for June. However, my plans have been slightly ruined due to the fact that my eyes suck. Is that my dog? Okay, they don't suck, but I was getting a lot of headaches, and so I went and got my eyes tested the other day, and my prescription is very different now, so I can't use my current glasses. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And my new glasses aren't coming for like 2 to 3 weeks, so possibly for like the majority of June I'm not going to be able to read physically, which is just great. So a lot of the books that I already had planned to read, I do have access to the audiobook, so that's going to be helpful. But I'm just going to mention some of the books that I'm hoping to read, and then we'll see what I actually get read. Okay, we'll start with the books that I have to read. Or I mean, I don't have to read any of these because reading is a hobby, but these are the books that if I'm going to read anything, it should probably be these because they are for book clubs. Okay. First up, for the We're All Booked book club, which is run by Lacey D. Bell and Sadie from the Library Lane. I will obviously have links to all of this stuff below, but I've been participating in this book club since it started a majority of the months. And so in the month of June, the book is Who I Was With Her by Nita Tyndall. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Hey, the colours on the cover kind of match. The cover is stunning, first of all, love it. I had actually not heard of this book apart from the book club, so I'm excited about that, to read something that I would not have normally picked up. And I believe, does this have a sapphic romance or... Oh right, yeah. She runs on her high school's cross-country team and in the woods behind her house. She runs away from her flighty alcoholic mother and her clueless father. And she runs from the truth she won't admit to herself or to anyone, that she's bisexual, and she's dating Maggie Bailey, the captain of the rival cross-country team. Oh my god, I forgot what this book is about and I am so freaking excited. That sounds amazing. Oh my god. I kind of want this to be the first book I read. However, I want it to be like fresh in my... Oh, just lost your balance, Papa. I want it to be fresh in my mind for the live show, which is usually at the end of the month. It sounds amazing. And I did see that the audiobook was on script. So if... I'm going to try and save this towards the end of the month, so hopefully my glasses are here by then. But if not, the audiobook is an option for this one. And the other book club book... What? The other book club book is for the Full Moon Book Club, which is run by Jan Agaton. Again, I'm so excited for this one. This is like my favorite book club month ever. This is Arsenic and Adobo. Okay, you won't touch that one. You're gonna hold it. Okay. Go. He's gonna hold that book, but it is a Filipino book and I'm so excited. If you didn't know, I am Filipino. Of half, really. And so I believe this is a book about a woman who works as a chef or in her family's restaurant, I think. Anyway, and her ex-boyfriend comes in and ends up getting poisoned. Yes, he dies. And then she's accused of poisoning him, which that sounds amazing. I'm so excited for this one. Like, oh my god. This one I don't have the audiobook for, so I'm going to have to save this until I do have my new glasses because the font, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna risk it with the font in my eyes. Okay, so those are the book club picks. And then I've been participating each month in the Buzzword Readathon, which is run by Books and Lala. And it's basically, she's put out, I've spoken about this a million times, plus you already know who she is, but there's 12 words, one for each month, and yeah, you just pick a book that has that word in the title. And the month of June is names and titles. Oh, and I'm trying to pick an Australian authored book for those because my reading goal this year is to read from more Australian authors, and that way if I do it every month I have read from 12 Australian authors, and I'm also picking a book each month for Kian. Anyway, onto the actual book. Okay, so Okay, so the book that I am picking for June is Maggie's Going Nowhere by Rose Hartley. Hi. And I do have the audiobook for this one. It was actually like the Audible, like free monthly book one. Okay, you hold it there. You're gonna hold that one. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this book I also found at a used bookstore for $1. I kept seeing it at the bookstore, like when it was first released for full price, and the cover was really speaking to me, but I never picked it up, and then it was meant to be because then I ended up finding it for $1 at an op shop. Anyway, so this book, I can't read the back because apparently Kian wants it, is I believe about a girl who, does she have a breakup or loses her job? Hang on, now I actually do need to. Maggie Colton's life is a hot mess. In one day she's dumped by her boyfriend, disinherited by her mum, and kicked out of the 3-year degree she's stretched to a decade. And that was before she received a letter saying she owed the government $70,000. Then I think she ends up living in a caravan. It's a debut. Okay, so that's my Australian book pick, but I have some other books that have names and titles that I would love to get to if I can. Okay, I would love to finally read this book. I'm going to do a video which will probably be out after this one, explaining why I have not read this book. I've been meaning to film a video for ages of books that I have started and not finished, but that I'm not DNFing. I just for some reason put them down, and this is one of them, and it's really embarrassing, but anyway, don't judge me. But Daisy Jones and the Six, which obviously Daisy Jones is someone's name, and I had the audiobook and I did not finish it. Not because I wasn't enjoying it, it was just the timing of when I was reading was not good. I would love to actually finish this because everyone loves it and I was loving it. And Taylor Jenkins Reid has that new book that's coming out in June. So I need to get into this one. So honestly, I feel like this is another one of my definite books that I need to read this month, because again, I have the audiobook, so it's fine for my eyes. Next up, another one that's embarrassing that I haven't read because it is so popular, but I also saw the audiobook on Script. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Okay, please don't ruin that book, which I don't need to talk about what it is about either. This is like a really floppy paperback too. But I do have a video planned to read this. So if I have time to do that themed reading week, then this will end up getting read in the month. Next up, I also think I saw the audiobook for this one, but this is in my 5-star predictions video and I'm really excited to get to it. Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson, and Monday I believe is the girl's name, right? Yeah, Monday Charles is missing. So this is about a girl who has gone missing, and for some reason her best friend is the only one who is noticing or is caring, and I have been predicting that I'm going to love this for years, since it came out probably, and I just need to read it already and find out if I do. And last up for the names, I actually don't have an audiobook for this one, but if I can get to it, I will, because there's been a lot of hype about this book as well. And that is Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston, which is a middle grade book. To be honest, I don't really know what this is about, but I feel like I would enjoy it. Amari Peters knows 3 things. Her brother Quentin has gone missing. No one will talk about it. His mysterious job holds a clue. Okay, this seems like a book I would love also. But yeah, I don't have an audiobook for this one, so it's just about, oh, okay, that's great. Whether or not my eyes can keep up. And or wear my glasses on. Okay, and then I have 2 other books that were going to be for a different video idea. I don't know if I'll get around to them, but I'll just quickly mention them because there are some other books that I would read alongside them, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time. But the first one that I do have the audiobook for, I think, is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, which is a very popular book, and it was in the video that I did of the oldest books on my TBR. So it's about time I get to it. Honestly, I feel like I would really like this. It's a young adult contemporary book. Something about, is it twins? Jade and her twin Noah are close until a tragedy drives them apart. Now they are barely speaking and both falling for boys they can't have. Life's complicated. So we'll see if I get to this one, because like I said, I was going to do a themed reading week around it, but we'll see. And the other one that I don't have the audiobook for, but I did want to mention it because I do really want to get around to it. 9 Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty. I did hear, I believe it was Jan from Jan Agaton that mentioned in a video that this is getting adapted, and I've read Big Little Lies by this author and I started watching the adaptation this week, so I'm just in the mood to read another one of her books. So if I can get to it, I will read this one, but I actually don't know what it's about and I'm not going to read the synopsis because I feel like it would be good to go in without knowing. Oh my god. But yes, once again, thank you for watching this chaotic video if you made it this far. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed and or left a nice comment. I've really appreciated it and I'm so happy that you are here. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, or which book you're most excited for me to read. Let me know what you're planning to read in June, and I'll see you in my next video. I have lots of fun plans, so let's hope I can actually get to them. Bye.